Hi, it's Martha from Schema Apps. In this brief tutorial, I'll show you how to mark up a product using the Schema App editor. So if you're on your home page, the easiest way to do is just to click on Product. This will then bring up your the Create Product page. You want to name it something, so we're going to name up the Schema App Bootcamp. And the URI, again, is if there's a page that's describing it, you want to specify that page URL. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the full URL and enter it there. And then again, you want to be able to pick sort of the most specific type of the product. So you can see there's an individual product model, some products, and vehicle. So in this case, we're going to just keep it as a product and click OK. Next, the resource form will come up, and this is again where we want to enter as much information as we can about the product to be able to describe what it is. So in the top, we're going to go ahead and put in a description. I'm going to just pull directly off of what we already have on the web page to make it easy and cut and paste in there. The image, again, we have an image on the page, so I'm going to copy the image address and enter that there. I'm also going to specify the URL again and pull that off the page and put it there. So I've gone ahead and in the top kind of schema thing properties, put in the description, a link to the image, the name, as well as the URL. Now I'm going to scroll down and look at the product properties. So the first thing, if there's a color, if that makes sense, or a GTIN, you'd want to enter those. Again, you can add multiple GTINs if they're specified differently. Again, we can see what it says, the GTIN 12 code of the product, or the product which the offer refers, is sort of composed by the UPC company prefix. So you would go ahead and enter that. If there's a height, a brand, an award, any of those different things that describe your product. Again, for ours, it doesn't really make sense for us to put in sort of a height since it's a training class. And so what we'll want to do now is create the offer. So if I scroll down here, and you'll see offers, and this is where there's a little arrow down, and so you're going to have to create the offer. So I'm going to say Schema Bootcamp offer. Now you might say, like, well, why do I need an offer for the different for my product? This is actually where you're going to specify the price. So again, you can enter it, create the instance there, and then we're going to click on Save Changes. Oh, it says it needs price and currency. So once it saves, I can actually go to the offer, and I'm going to edit it. And in the offer, now it's going to ask me specifically for the price. So let's have a look here. So the price here on our bootcamp, you can see, is normally $2.99. So I'll go ahead and enter that. And the price currency. So here our currency is in US dollars. So I go ahead and it doesn't matter, so it's probably USD. I can also scroll over price currency, and it says the currency in 3 letters ISO 4217 format. I'm going to guess it's USD. We'll see if it gives me an error. And then I'm going to go ahead and click Save. So you can see that once this is saved, it's saying it's the offer for Schema App Bootcamp. And then Schema App Bootcamp is going to give it to me here. If I go ahead and get the JSON LD, go ahead and put that in my structured data testing tool. Get a clear screen here. I can just paste it directly in there and validate it. And it's saying for my product, I'm all good. Again, that's how you go ahead and mark up a product using Schema App.